FightNewz.
What up, fight fans, casuals, and fight degenerates? Welcome to another episode of Fight Theory, powered by FightNewz. On this episode, we got to give a big shout out to St. Louis for giving us the Spinks family and the Spinks Jinx. The Spinks Jinx is responsible for some of the biggest upsets in boxing history. The term comes from the Hall of Fame family of fighters that come from St. Louis, Missouri, consisting of brothers Leon and Michael, and later Leon's son Corey. It's off in 1977 with Muhammad Ali, coming off fights with Ernie Shavers, Alfredo Evangelista, and his last 3 tough fights with Ken Norton. Ali is visibly not the same fighter, but even after all he's accomplished, he's still not respected the way he should be. You know there's always some bloodthirsty fans. Listen to what a caller had to say about Ali, who is 36 and should be retired.
Muhammad Ali is with us. I thank you for calling. Is the caller there?
Me?
Yes, go right ahead.
Champ?
Yeah.
I want you to know you're the greatest. You're the best fighter,
Tell me something new, man.
What? But I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Since you're the greatest, why are you so afraid to fight Ken Norton again?
Afraid? I'm not afraid. See, I quit fighting for the sport 2 years ago. I'm fighting as a businessman now.
Well, let me...
It'll cost $12 million.
I'm not talking to you as a businessman. I'm talking to you as a fighter, the greatest fighter that ever was.
Of all times, I proved it. I don't have no reason no more to take hard fights if I can't be satisfied financially. I got to have $4 million to take home clear with the tax system the way it is, with the manager. He makes his share, start with expenses. For me to get $4 million, I need $12 million.
Listen, you got money. We all know you have money.
Rockefeller do too, but he's still trying to get it. I whooped Ken Norton. I've knocked out the man that killed Ken Norton, George Foreman, annihilated him. I annihilated Foreman.
Hey, champ, listen. Wouldn't it be the greatest thing for you to end your career by proving that you're smarter, even that you got the experience and you can outlast and outsmart this guy at the end of your career?
He's got to fight Jimmy Young. I got to fight the winner.
You know you had trouble with Norton, but now you've seen Norton as three.
I had more trouble with Ernie Schaefer.
Now this puts Ali in a dilemma. You see, he and his fans knew he was playing a dangerous game with his health. So on one hand, he should retire, but we all know bills won't stop coming. And on the other hand, he should just take easy fights. But then the fans want to see him face the biggest and hardest challenges. For all that Ali had accomplished, he deserved an easier fight. Spinks was the 1974, 1975, and 1976 National AAU Light Heavyweight Champ. He received the bronze in the 1974 World Championship. He received the silver in the 1975 Pan American Games. And he received the gold in the 1976 Olympics. Leon was an excellent amateur, but in boxing, the best amateurs aren't always the great professionals. He had a record of 6-0-1 with 5 knockouts. That one draw was basically a loss in the public's eyes because the level of opposition he faced. And for this, Leon wasn't really considered a threat to the greatest Ali. Another thing everyone kept saying was Leon was too small and not strong enough for Ali. This helped Leon by fueling his will to win. But then it hurt Ali, who still trained, but was disarmed somewhat by a false sense of confidence where he didn't fully respect Leon the way he should. CBS paid $3.8 million for the rights to televise the contest. It aired live to 70 million viewers. Spinks was a 10-1 underdog. It was a sellout event of 5,298 in attendance, producing a gate of 300,000. Ali received $3.5 million. Spinks received $320,000. and Upset of the Year, all by Ring Magazine. And history repeated itself when the world was shocked to see a young, seemingly inexperienced Olympic gold medalist defeating an old heavyweight world champion, the same way Ali had upset Sonny Liston 14 years earlier.
#141, the new heavyweight champion of the world, Spinks.
One of the greatest upsets in the history of the heavyweight championship.
Leon would lose the immediate rematch to Ali 7 months later, but he remains the only person to ever defeat Ali for the title. Ali would relinquish the title after the Spinks rematch, becoming the first man to win the heavyweight title 3 times. In 1985, having held the heavyweight title since 1978, Larry Holmes fought all comers, defending his title 20 times against the likes of Ken Norton, Ossie Ocasio, Mike Weaver, Muhammad Ali, Trevor Berbick, Leon Spinks, Bone Crusher Smith, and Ernie Shavers. Larry, who was 36 and on the cusp of heavyweight greatness with a record of 48-0. His prior fight with Carl Williams was very competitive, and some even thought Larry had lost that fight. For Holmes to tie the Rocky Marciano record, he needed a credible opponent, but he actually needed to be easy. Spinks was the 1974 and 1976 Golden Gloves champion. He received gold in the 1976 Olympics, and he was the undisputed light heavyweight champion.
One way or the other, history will be made. If the bigger man beats the smaller man, then Larry Holmes will be 1 fight away from 50-0. If the younger man beats the older man, then Michael Spinks will have done something that no light heavyweight champion has ever done, defeated a heavyweight champion. The odds are very long on that, but no longer than they were when Leon Spinks, Michael's brother, upset Muhammad Ali. So now, for the 9th time in history, the light heavyweight champion challenges for the heavyweight title.
I don't want to be the only one that lost to a light heavyweight champion. To lose to a light heavyweight champion, I mean, that would be a shame, wouldn't it? That Larry Holmes, saying he's the greatest fighter, will all lose to a light heavyweight? No, I'm not going to lose. That's gone. It's not even in my mind.
And we are live at the Riviera Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I'm trying to bluff him. I'm trying to let him know, look, I'm ready to fight your ass toe to toe. Come on, mama. And he just like stayed back. And that's what. And he ain't throw much of a punch. He threw a little jab. When I saw Larry take his eyes off me, I said, I could dare to do anything. I got that boot. Hop over here and throw some bombs on. It was strange, and then, you know, I had a good head movement. Coach taught me how to move my head. Well, and then I'm moving up and down. And then I learned how to do all kind of stuff in the ring where you throw your opponent off, you know. I'm doing like this, I'm bending down. I'm walking over here, I walk over here. You know, I'm confusing my opponent as best I can, as best I could, you know, and it worked. And Larry just, I think the thing was he was used to wearing his opponents down and then taking advantage of them a little later on in the fight. And but he didn't know that I wasn't gonna get tired of it, man. I was in good shape. I was in great shape. That's what I put on Larry. I was ready to die. If I had to, that was the fight of my life.
Judge Dave Moretti scores 143, 142. Judge Harold Letterman scores 143, 142. And Judge Larry Wallace scores 145, 142. For the winner, by unanimous decision, and new IBF heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Spinks.
Holmes earned $3 million plus $500,000 for training camp. Spinks earned $900,000 plus $100,000 for training camp. Spinks made history by becoming the first light heavyweight to defeat a heavyweight champion, also becoming the first brothers to win the heavyweight championship. Larry went on to do some things. Ricardo Mayorga went from making $1,000 a fight to becoming the world champion by knocking out Andrew Lewis. He then became unified champion by knocking out Vernon Ford. Mayorga was known for his awkward style, hate for opponents, reckless behavior, and knockouts. He also regularly smoked and drank, but had surprisingly good cardio. Mayorga bragged that he once knocked down on him.
Mayorga not only trying to block Lewis from getting into the ring, he once told us he knocked down a horse. Remember that?
But the horse got up at 4.
Horse got up at 4. And he did it with his left hand.
After becoming unified champion, Mayorga rematched Forrest to win another decision. Now to become undisputed, Mayorga would have to face the IBF champion. Luckily, they were both signed to Don King, so the fight was easy to make. Mayorga was finally getting the respect he wanted. If he became undisputed, he'd be finally getting the money he wanted. Mayorga and most of the public thought that after beating Forrest twice, who was considered the world's best welterweight, the undisputed fight would be easy. '97 Golden Gloves champion, IBF welterweight champion, Corey Spinks.
With only 2 defeats, he comes to us from St. Louis, Missouri. He brings with him the heritage of the Spinks Jinx. He is the IBF welterweight champion of the world, Corey, the next generation Spinks.
Ready to enter the ring, therefore expect a clean, professional bout.
Right there, they could have got. You shouldn't even be there for this shit. You gotta box early. You gotta box early and move. Corey Spinks makes him burn. He's a showman. Wow, the confidence he is.
I've been in there too much too, man. Don't stop in front of this motherfucker for nothing. Get your shit off and get on around the corner. Get your shit off, bail out. You bailing out right or you bailing out left after you touch it, all right? As long as you boxing, you good. But you gotta stop stopping in front of him.
So right here you're looking at, right there, Mayorga is getting frustrated because Corey is not staying in one place. He wants to suck him in and try to get him to stand there. That's why he's holding his hands down and all that. I think Corey took this round off.
All right, here's Michael Buffer.
Will be the undisputed welterweight world champion. Arthur Ellenson scores the contest. 114 to 114. Eugene Grant scores it. 114 to 112. John Keane has it 117 to 110. For the winner by majority decision from St. Louis, Missouri, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Corey. Generation Spinks.
How about that? You were right, Virgil. The judges went for the boxing. Corey Spinks has done it. That is a major upset in the world of boxing.
undisputed and Ring Magazine welterweight champion. 3 great fighters, 3 of the biggest upsets, and 3 people who did what everyone said they couldn't be done. History, y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Remember to share, subscribe, like, comment. Peace.
Game